Good day, everyone. My name is Oluwaseun Marcus. Um, I'm here to show you how you can build a blockchain system, just to make you understand the concept of blockchain. So I've been getting a whole lot of feedback from the blockchain class we did. First of all, let me reintroduce myself again. My name is Oluwaseun Marcos. This for the benefit of those who is just coming across this video either on YouTube or Facebook or any of the social media platform. So I'm Oluwaseun Marcos. I'm the communication manager for Dominion Blockchain Solutions. So Dominion Blockchain, we actually train on blockchain and we also offer blockchain as a service. So I'm just here to just do a breakdown of the concept of blockchain because I believe in the last blockchain training we did, we got a lot of feedback from students. We still don't understand the concept of blockchain, what blockchain is, the whole system of blockchain. So, how it works or how the whole technology, what's involved in blockchain. Yeah, so I'm just here to do a breakdown, just to guide you. It's not that I'm training you on the blockchain course entirely, no. So this video is just for you to understand because I believe that if you can understand the concept of blockchain itself, you can grab the blockchain knowledge itself, then you can be able to learn blockchain at ease. Yeah, because you know what is involved. So now let's go to uh, what is involved in blockchain or having the concept, learning the concept of blockchain. Now, building a blockchain system from the scratch, or you want to learn blockchain, you want to know what blockchain is all about. So, what it involves is that you need to understand its architectural system, the architecture of blockchain itself, the component of blockchain, and the technology stacks that underpins its functionality. So that is it. Like I just said this, that you need to understand the concept of it, the architectural system of the blockchain itself, and the components involved in building that technology, the blockchain technology. So you need to get that understanding of the concept because if you do not understand the concept, you find it difficult. You'll be, um, trying to grasp the knowledge of blockchain. You find it difficult trying to grasp the knowledge of blockchain because you don't understand the concept. But once you understand the concept, which I'm here to make you understand the concept, that's why I'm here. I want to make you understand the concept of blockchain so that at the end of the day, you can go back to your previous classes you've done on blockchain. With understanding the concept, you will know what they're trying to teach you or what they're trying to explain to you so that you can grab that knowledge and able to build any blockchain system you want to build. So now, so before diving into the development of blockchain or before we start, building any or writing any codes that involve building blockchain, first of all, understand the definition of what it is. Now, this is the definition of blockchain, concept of blockchain. Now, blockchain is a decentralized, distributed ledger that stores data in block. Now, I'm going to explain each word, like I'm going to explain each word, some of the words that look strange to you, especially those who are new to the blockchain technology entirely, you're new to it. I'm going to explain each word so that you can grasp the whole idea of blockchain itself. So blockchain is a decentralized. When it says something is decentralized, it means that something is not managed by one person. Yeah, it is not managed by one person, or it's not managed by a particular one organization. Now I'm going to explain that to you. Now, if you have your own website, let's say you are on Jamb website, you want to, impute your details on Jamb website. Now, this Jamb website, they have a back end, and that back end, which is the web server, is being managed by the Jamb people itself. So it's being managed by that organization. And even at that organization, they have dedicated set of people who they assign to manage each data coming into that website. That is centralized. That is a centralized system. I believe you get it. That is a centralized system. But in a blockchain system, it's decentralized in the sense that you have control. Though there's a back end, yes, there is a back end when they build, but you have control over your data in the sense that I can decide to put in my data, and I can decide to take out my data at any time. That is decentralized. So I have control. Yes, the data is being stored in block. So I can decide to put in my data, and I can decide to take out my data. So now we are all connected together. Let's imagine that a lot of people are involved in that system. So if I put in my data, the people who are involved will know that, oh, I just put in something. And if I decide to take out my data, the people involved will know that, oh, I just took out something out of it. And which exactly they will know what I'm putting in and what I'm taking out. So I have control. So I manage my data myself. So that's why blockchain is seen as one of the most secured system in the whole world. So a system that is being built using the blockchain technology, it's going to be the most secured system. I believe you now get what decentralized is. Decentralized means that it is not managed by one person. It's decentralized. It's given to everyone to manage themselves. That is decentralized. So now it is a distributed ledger that is being stored in that stores data in blocks. Now, this is where the name blockchain came from, because it's talking about data stores in blocks. So anything you do on the internet is all about data. Yeah, that's why data is one of the most focused, I would say it's one of the most focused, it's one of the attention given to data technology is one of the highest in the world. Every system that wants to work always want to work with data. Without data, a system cannot work perfectly well. Yeah, so there are a lot of attention given to data. So whatever it is, data is always involved. So now your data is being stored, like network with you people connected together, is being stored in blocks. That is it. So it's stored in block. And I'm going to explain the course of this class. I'll just do a little bit of display to understand what that block is all about, how you can build a block using maybe any of this programming language, one of the basic language called Python. I will show you how you can actually build a block itself on blockchain using Python language to build a block. So now the data is being stored in block. I know a lot of people, when they say block, a lot of people are imagining the normal block they know. Yeah, the block they know. No, it's a code. So it's more like a code, which I'm going to show you the code, the block code itself. So now, just imagine it like the normal block. If you want to build a house, you believe that You start with the foundation, then you start to lay blocks. So when you start laying blocks, then you lay block on each other, upon each other. And at the end of the day, you're able to now raise your own building. So that is how blockchain is. So they are all each block is connected to each block. So every block is connected. The day you decide to pull out one block, that's the day you decide to pull out the whole building. That is it. So if you build a house and you decide to pull out just one particular block, you'll be able to reduce the strength of that building, and at any point in time that building might collapse. That is just blockchain, what blockchain is. So everyone is connected using blocks, is being built in blocks, so each linked to the previous one. So each block is linked to the previous one. So I believe that I have succeeded in explaining that particular definition of what blockchain is. Now, let's go to consensus mechanism. Now, you need to understand that building blockchain, there have to be participants involved. Now, these participants, that's are the people involved, is known as nodes. Yeah, it's known as nodes. So when we call in blockchain, we don't call it people. These are the people. We call it the nodes. Nodes. It's called nodes. So the people involved is known as what? Nodes. Now, these people must agree on the validity of any transaction that is being done in that particular system, in the particular in the blockchain system. Yeah, that's what makes it blockchain. Everybody must agree at the same time. That is the idea. Everybody must agree. Now, imagine you have this Agile system. A lot of people do this Agile. Now, this Agile system, whereby let's say we are 10 in number that decide to do this Agile system. So, if I want to cite an example with that system or making it like a blockchain system, it means that if me that is part of a node in that Agile system, yes, if me I'm part of that number that make it 10, that make it up to 10 people that are in that system, I decide to contribute 50 naira. The remaining 9 nodes, that's the remaining 9 people, the remaining 9 participants of that Agile system, we know that I am contributing 50 naira. It's not that I'm giving to someone 50 naira who will not be the leader of the Agile, so the remaining 9 will not know that I contributed 50 naira. No. If I contribute 50 naira, the remaining 9 will know, oh, so and so person just contributed 50 naira. If I decide to pull out my 50 naira, the remaining 9 will also know that I just put out my 50 naira. That is a blockchain system. So in a way that everyone is not knowing what they are putting in together and what they are taking out together, it is no longer decentralized. It means that it's now centralized. Someone is now the one in charge, controlling or seeing who is putting in and who is putting out, who is taking out. You get it? So that is just the idea. So everybody has to agree. Oh, I just put 50 naira. Everybody will agree. Okay, this person just put 50 naira, and you agree that I put 50 naira. Everyone have to agree. So now these transactions is being done by a particular system known as proof of work and proof of stake. Yes, proof of work and proof of stake. So proof of work is a way of agreeing or validating a transaction in blockchain system. It's known as what? Proof of work. Proof of stake is the same thing. It's a way of validating a transaction in a blockchain system. So you can actually validate it using this particular process using either proof of work or proof of stake. Maybe in the long run, I will decide to explain the proof of work itself or the proof of stake. So maybe you just have to stay tuned and watch for more videos that I'll be dropping to explain better. So you just stay tuned. So make sure you stay tuned on our channels, either on the YouTube or maybe on my own Facebook page, because these videos I'm going to drop it on my own Facebook page. I'll direct you. You can go to my Facebook page. More videos are also there regarding to this that I'll drop to explain better, so that you can be able to have an understanding. So when you are building your own blockchain system, you know what is involved. So now another concept you need to understand is transactions. Note that data or actions recorded on blockchain typically representing asset transfer. Yeah, so these transactions, like I said, blockchain is the coming together or the network of blocks linking each other, and that blocks or the numbers of people are known as nodes who are involved. So now those people, now their own data is now stored in blocks. So the process of agreeing to each transactions, or the process of agreeing to each what's it called transaction, is known as the transactions itself on blockchain. So transaction is involved. So as we agree to each whatever it is, we agree to each transactions. Yeah, we agree with it's being recorded on the blockchain system. So as we are agreeing, everybody is agreeing. Okay, this is right, this is right, this is right, this is right. So it is now more like is part of the blockchain system, which is known as the transactions itself. I believe you get it. So the transactions, as whatever is going in, whatever is going out, that is the transaction itself. As what is going in, what is going out, that is the transaction. So as we are agreeing to it, that validate each process of the transactions is known as the transaction itself. I believe you get it. So now we'll not talk about smart contract. A lot of people have been smart contract. Yeah, smart contract. So just like the name implies, contract. So it's more like something smart and contract. When we talk about smart, it's more like we're now bringing in AI, because AI is known as AI technology is known as what is smart technology, in the sense that you do not need you to think for him. It can think for itself and automate each process. You understand? You don't need to think for AI. AI think its own self, because it's been designed that way to think by its own self and execute or whatever it is. The only thing is that you just give command and it executes things for just execute whatever it is. So now the smart contract is a self-executing contract with terms written directly into code, allowing automation of processes. That is it. So it is more like a contract. So whatever it is, based on each transactions, yeah. So we have what is called a smart contract in that particular system. So it's like a code that has been put into place, that is written. Okay, I want you to execute this. So after this transaction is done, execute this particular contract that to validate this process or validate this transaction, or make it like this thing is being validated, and it gives you it return or gives you what's it called a particular a return of this is what validates this particular transaction. So it's basically smart contract, and smart contract is self-executing. Now it is self-executing. So once that code is input already out, has been programmed in that system, it gives whatever it is that you want it to do. So that is the smart contract. So now I in order for you to understand the blockchain system, you need to understand the programming language involved. So the basic programming language that you need to know in building blockchain is Python, JavaScript, and Solidity. Python, JavaScript, and Solidity. If you understand Python very well, even just the basic Python itself, you can be able to build a simple proper prototype of a blockchain system. Yes, you can build just a prototype, a simple prototype of a blockchain system. So JavaScript is more like building a front end of the blockchain, uh, uh, or building a smart contract interaction. Yeah, so that is just what JavaScript is. You can use JavaScript to do. So, but if you want to have a Python, if you understand Python language, you can just build a simple prototype. You can build the codes. It's used to write the codes that at the end of the day, once you bring JavaScript into it, it means that you're trying to, automate the whole thing process. That's it. So, but if you can understand Python, you can get the basic. You can also start building a blockchain system using the Python language. So now I want to tell you about the block. Now I told you I'm going to explain the block itself. So I'm going to define the structure of the block. So know that each blocks of blockchain, each block contains what we call an index, that is block number. So like I said, blocks is being built on blocks. You're putting blocks on each block, and every block is connected to each other. So let's talk about the first block coming in. Can be your block one. So it must have an index number. That is like a number. Index a block number. So now we have a timestamp. A timestamp is very important. The time that particular block is being created. Now, if I decide to create a block and I put the block as block one, the time I create block two, it will be recorded. This is block two, and I'm putting block two on block one. So that is it. So it is being created. So now we have data. So data is the information stored, such as transactions. The information stored, such as, so each information is stored in that block. Now we have what we call previous hash. So hash of the previous block, linking blocks together. Now I'm going to explain this hash. You need to understand hash. I will explain what hash is. So hash is a unique identifier of each current block. Now, what we use to identify block in each block in that system is known as what? Hash. That is what it is. It's known as hash. So it's what we need to identify. Okay, this is block one. This is block two. This is block three. This is block four. It's known as what? Hash. Now we have what we call nonce. So nonce is a number used to find a valid hash. It is used in proof of work. I explained proof of work in the previous slides. I told you that proof of work is used to validate each process or each transactions on the blockchain system. That is it. So now nonce is a number. It's one of the numbers that you use to validate its hash. Now it is used in proof of work. So let's say when we are using the proof of work system, nonce is what is used as part of the number that you use to validate its hash. Know that hash is known as a way of identifying each block. So now if that particular block is meant to be there, it will validate this block is meant to be there. It is correct. It is meant to be there. I believe we are now understanding the knowledge of it. So now let's see a simple Python language, or a simple Python in using to build a block class. I want to show you how we can use this video, part 2 of this particular guide, which is how to build a blockchain system. So in the next video, the part 2, I will show you how to use Google Colab, which is a Python platform from Google, to write these codes and explain each of these codes in building a blockchain class. Like I told you, blockchain it is being built in blocks. Yeah, the language or the system is being built in blocks. So I'm going to show you how you can use Python to build each block class. So which I'm going to explain to you. So if you have seen this code on my system, you can see what is you can see import hash library, import time, and these are the things that we have explained in our previous slides. We talk about the hash and we talk about the timestamp. I told you, and I told you what the hash is. Hash is a unique identifier for each block. So if we want to start building each block, we need to start with the hash, import hash. We need to start with what import time using Python programming language. Then we can start with the class block. So these are the codes. So, but I'm going to show you how we can use your Python yourself, how you can write these codes yourself in the next video. So stay tuned. So if you like this particular training, please, if it's on our YouTube, please follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and drop your comment. We'll be expecting your comment, your feedback. If it's something that is beneficial to you, please put your comment there. And if you have any question, put your question there on the comment section. We'll also look at it and then respond. If it's on Facebook, also drop your comment on Facebook. And also, if it is on any of the social media platform, please follow us. Yeah, either on Facebook, any social media platform you're seeing this video, please follow us and drop your comment and react. You can share to your friends. I believe that if it's beneficial to you, it's also going to be beneficial to them. So that is for that. See you in the next part 2 of this particular training guide on how to build your own blockchain system, or how to build a blockchain system.